Look at that.
Mm.
Looks so good you could eat it.
Sometimes it's hard for me to use them up. And I'll tell you why. Because when I was really young, and we didn't have a lot of money, and the supplies were really, really sparse, I think it automatically turns you into a hoarder when you get older. I think you just want to keep buying and buying and buying because you never ever want to run out and be without. You know, I had an art teacher when I was in second grade. Her name was Mrs. Stoltz. Mrs. Stoltz had a OCD really bad, and she spent her day talking to us and teaching us, of course, but she would straighten out paper clips. She would go through a whole box of paper clips a day, because all she did was just straighten them into a straight line. But anyway, at the end of the year in second grade, Mrs. Stoltz had recognized that I was an artist. And so she took me to the side and she said, I want you to be the last to leave. It was the last day. And she said, I want you to be the last to leave the room when it's done. And I said, okay. So I set up my desk and she called everybody's name and they went to the door, and Mrs. Stoltz said to each one of them, if you're not going to use your crayons, your colored pencils, or your markers, or your paper, would you kindly leave it for a donation and put it in that trash can? So there was a trash can next to the door, and all the kids were putting all their stuff in there. And so when I got ready to go out, Mrs. Stoltz put all that in one great big box and sent me home with all those supplies.